Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. Over there is Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, you know why you're here. It is the season finale of Peaky Blinders. Well, series, I guess, because we do have a movie, but series finale. Season 6, episode 6. This one is called Lock and Key. Holy shit, folks. A lot of stuff happened in the last episode. I don't normally cuss, but damn, I am excited. Let's get to it.
It's time for the series finale. I'm ready, willing, able for it. Let's go.
How am I supposed to follow up the answer?
You can't. You gotta be ready, willing, and able.
I am. Did he say ready, willing, and able? Did I just miss it? I was so excited. No, look. This has been one of the most incredible series of television I've ever watched.
Good thing you forgot to, just, I can't understand. I'm going to stop.
I wrote it off within like the first 15 minutes of trying. But you know what? It was fate because of the fact that I wrote it off initially. I got to watch it as first time watches with these gentlemen right here, and it has been incredible.
And we didn't have to wait.
The series finale. Here it is.
So sorry, everyone else, for that.
Yeah, thank you all for really pushing for us to watch this, because again, without this channel, I for sure am never watching this. So thank you all. Thank you to all involved already. I'm going to thank you all within the show from season 1 to now. I cannot wait to see how this is going to end for the series, which is going to make me want that movie even more, I bet.
We're going to have to wait for it.
We have to wait along with you, which is I'm totally okay with. Waiting. Because I have been avoiding anything Peaky Blinders movie news because I don't want to be spoiled for anything in this. I'm going to shut up. Let's go!
This is a mess.
Hey, Bob, we are way behind on schedule, so I'm gonna need you to get everything hooked up like yesterday. All this stuff needs to be done by tomorrow. Gotta have it done.
Boss, I'm not an electrician. I mean, shouldn't we wait for the pros?
This can't be that hard. Couple plugins, couple wires. It's not that big of a deal. We do not have time to wait for the electrician, so just get it done. I'm counting on you, all right?
I'm counting on you. Oh!
Jumping jackrabbits, Bob, what the hell happened?
Oh, I knew this was a bad idea.
Bob's instincts were right, but his supervisor didn't listen. Now Bob's injury could be worth millions.
Wait, did you say millions? Who are these professionals that can help me?
Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury firm with more than 1,000 lawyers and 4,000 case staff ready to fight for you if you become their client. But Bob is worried because he doesn't have the cash to pay for expensive legal fees. Worry no more. When your boss puts you in a dangerous situation and you get hurt, don't settle for less than you deserve. Morgan & Morgan will fight to get you every penny. And the best part? It's completely free unless you win. But Bob feels conflicted. He doesn't want to sue his boss, even if the company hasn't paid him for the last 6 months. When you sue for an injury, you're not suing your boss. You're suing their insurance company. There's no reason to feel bad about getting the compensation you deserve. So if you've been a victim in a car accident, medical malpractice, workplace injury, or any other personal injury, you can hit the link in the description to get Morgan & Morgan to fight for you. Bob did, and he sure is thankful Morgan & Morgan had his back.
Well, gentlemen, this is it. Boston.
In Boston.
Oh, this music. God.
It was the ambitions and strategies of one man that caused this. I will take revenge on Tommy Shelby.
Well, there's your answer, Diamond Dave.
I don't believe it.
Well, for now.
I mean, I've been wrong many times before.
He'll be wrong again. Just
until I see it, I'm right.
Until I see it. I'm right.
I love it. I love it. Flat out. Oh, look at the hat. Even got it cocked a little bit to the right.
I should have just showed up at the studio today with a hat like that.
All right. First.
Both.
I want to see my wife first.
Or neither.
Well, if you're going to kill a man, right?
He doesn't need to answer to that guy.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, he's not going to answer a second tier. It's like not.
It's like, shut up and drive the car.
Yeah, it's just get in the front.
Shine my shoes while you're at it.
He just puts them right
Some up.
on his shoulder. All right, sorry, sir.
Peaky Blinders.
Oh, oh boy.
Oh.
The smoke from your daughter's funeral still in your clothes. Did you slept with someone? Not just someone. The enemy. Every enemy we ever had in one woman.
It was strategy. Strategery.
There are some things that I do, Lizzie, that I
I'm
won't
not so good at lying anymore, Tommy. These days the truth gets in your eyes.
Yeah, because he's not really trying.
Yeah.
Curse never to be lifted.
I will be away, Lizzie. And while I'm gone, I know a place.
Always gone. Always away.
Well,
But now your rings are gone. Your rings are away. I'm already packed. Now leave me to say goodbye to Ruby.
Starting off heavy with some emotion there.
Mum, I'll come with you. I'd rather be with you. Wherever it is.
wow.
You're not my mum. But you're more my mum than he's my dad.
Oh.
Wow.
He's never here.
Yeah, it's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be on my own here.
Oh, Charles, love. I don't think your father would allow that.
I think he will.
You can go. I know a good place. Lizzie, I'll arrange that place.
And you'll be here all alone?
I'm buying land, Lizzie. I'm buying up land. This place I bought, I was going to knock down, but you can go there.
Dad, wherever you go,
Not even like, I'll tell you later, son. Like, just gone.
We have a very good relationship with the BSA factory in Armory Road.
That is pretty
2 dozen
nice.
machine guns, half a dozen submachine guns, BSA sniper rifles, 3 boxes of hand grenades.
For what purpose?
When men come to us with bad intentions, the family come together. Tommy says it's time you join the family. You're not just going to be a soldier. You're going to be a general. Someday. So I need to ask you some questions.
I want to have dementia immediately.
What have you ever fired?
Shotgun.
It's like Rick Grimes and Daryl.
Yep.
Pistol. 2-2.
What have you ever killed?
Few rabbits.
Well,
We were outside hospital in Bridgenall, in the Black Country. My mother was dying. And the orderly wouldn't give her a bed. She's a gypsy. She had no insurance. She never saw the sunrise.
Um,
Nor did that man who denied her.
Get your thumb off that, bud.
well, I don't
think it's
there's
loaded.
anything in there.
Just one more thing we need to know about you. Can you keep a secret?
Well, with how fast he is with his hands at pickpocketing, who says that he can grab
Something
him?
big is coming that can you keep a secret?
Yep.
Thanks, so.
Yeah.
Well, I just mean that Tommy, I think Tommy's one step ahead of where everybody else is. It's the finale. Something big's coming. That's not what. Thanks, Dave.
You said it.
This broadcasting schools are paying off.
Oh, Arthur knows.
Oh, he found it. But does he know what it, well, yeah. No, yeah.
Right. Yeah. I still have time to do what I need to do. Tommy.
Thank you, Arthur.
No, you don't, yeah. Don't need anything, yeah. No, I don't need anything. Don't need anything. How long have we been dead for? Hey, you and me, how long? At least now I'll have a certificate. Whatever it is, I'll get the drinks in and I'll wait for you.
Jeez, Tom.
By the time people know the truth, I will be gone.
What about Lizzie?
I have some papers I can sign on behalf of the company.
So this is...
I'm working with the housing minister. I will be allocating contracts, construction contracts worth £10 million.
You haven't told Lizzie.
He's not even listening.
When the time comes, I'll call you. I'll tell you where. It'll be a wagon. A wagon! You light the flame. You bring Charlie and Curly and no one else. Get drunk. Rake the ashes for silver and gold. You! And you nuns!
He is just shutting it off to where he thinks no one cares.
It's all business. It's all he cares about.
Just shutting off the emotions.
That's time I did that you went. John Lennon.
Nice. One last shot of John.
Come here. Let me see your eyes.
Oh, Glade, man. The dragon. God. If I see you.
Finally. Just give him a hug there.
This is what it took.
You all right? I'm still in here. Pull yourself together. Come on. We're waiting. Come on!
Wow.
Really, the best thing for Arthur to hear right there was, I'm still here. Out of all that just happened, that was the one good thing Tommy just did right there. Emotionally speaking, of course.
Are you sure you want Billy? I had to shut up the shop.
Yes, we want Billy.
You now, Billy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
This has to be it.
Thank you for inviting me, Mr. Shelby.
Oh, why is it so hard for you to sit down, huh?
Yep. Little tender.
Look at all the guys.
Yeah.
Mary says not until after 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock somewhere.
He said to tell his father he feels okay about it.
Good.
He's doing
Shut
it.
the door, Duke.
Is Duke doing it?
Now, we are all gathered, and those who gins the Tashi pen will gin to be trashed.
Apologies, Mr. Shelby. We still don't speak the lingo.
That's probably for the better.
I have to collect payment for a shipment of goods which left Liverpool 10 days ago.
Payment from who?
South Boston Irish, been bootleggers.
Are you going alone?
Johnny Dogs has already sailed for Canada. Michael's family. Michael will be my guarantee of safety. While I'm away, I have a job for you all. I need you to go to Arrow House. I will be leaving Arrow House for good. And there are things that need removing. I need men that I can trust. There's information about important people that is more value than gold. There are also bodies buried on the grounds which need digging up before the contractors start moving earth. Isaiah, you'll be in charge.
Yeah. Isaiah.
You ready for the party, son?
Andy's in the touchy pen.
Touch pen. The fucking truth again.
Any questions?
Yeah, if it's a party, can we bring girls?
No, Billy. All the fun will be laid on for you. Party's next Sunday, Billy.
You mean this Sunday?
Yeah.
I'll be here drinking champagne with my wife. It's our wedding anniversary.
Please explain to, what's her name?
Mary.
Mary?
What's her
Is it
name?
Mary? Please explain to Mary that you are a Shelby. This means you own the watch. Watch does not own you. Clock strikes 6 when you tell it to. Have a whiskey.
All the wrong information. Mm-hmm. That was genius.
That was so out of character for Tommy to put everybody in trust of that and tearing everything apart.
No, that was just all set up.
Drinking water like Tommy, huh?
Till this thing is done, I need a clear head. Leave it.
Oh, boy.
It's great when they do those kind of zoom ins because it just adds a dramatic effect to it. It's so great.
That was our informant in Birmingham. The Shelby men will all meet together on Sunday. But Arthur will be having dinner with his wife at the bar at the Garrison Tavern.
Michael's going to see right through it.
As I recall, the Shelby table is right next to the windows, correct?
Every table's a Shelby table.
Yes, but maybe our people could just drive by and shoot Arthur through the glass without even getting out of the car. Michael. We've talked about this. There's no other choice.
This business is between me and Tommy.
Yes. And when you kill Tommy, Arthur will come after you. He has to die too.
If Arthur's in a bar, he'll be drunk. Or worse. But he still die without pain.
He's doing.
Oh, I think they provided some serious misinformation for our informant.
Yep.
I sure did.
But Michael, whilst the assassin's in the city, Tommy has a son.
He's a kid.
Kids grow up.
We don't kill women and we don't kill kids.
The informant also mentioned a new boy named Duke.
Do you want a f***ing bloodbath, Jaina? I know about the new boy. I've decided that the illegitimate son is not a threat. My decision. Only Arthur.
It's not your
Michael,
decision.
baby. Everything's been agreed.
You're going to have to take out all the Shelbys.
Everybody wants the same things. How many men do you think they killed with bullets and blades? That's how Tommy became king. And in 3 days' time, that's how you will become king.
Oh, this music.
Deep down, Arthur and Tommy want to be dead anyway. On Sunday, we'll just give them what they want.
Oh, what a setup.
Good.
What a setup.
We're in it now.
Oh, fastball coming right over the plate.
I see nothing but doubt in Michael's eyes, too.
Oswald was called away. He sent me instead.
Oh, imagine that.
Yeah, shocker.
Actually, that's not true.
Yeah.
What was it you wanted?
Planning on bringing my housing bill before Parliament. I need to start drawing up a list. All your landowning families with gambling debts, drug addictions, any other draining their resources. I will deliver offers to buy the surplus land using treasury bonds.
Thomas, why don't we here on these benches? Right now. We wouldn't be the first. I hear your wife left you.
Well, you kind of had your hand in that.
Over the last few months, I've had some associates of mine break into some of your pals' houses. They stole paperwork, letters, bills, bank statements.
Upset.
This is a list of all landowning families facing foreclosure.
Oh, nice toss.
Oh, I wonder how many times they do that take. A little CGI,
To answer your question,
They spend millions of dollars just on that.
no, I'm not upset that my wife left me. And yeah, if you want to, you'll have to cross the floor, because I refuse to Tory benches.
He's got his affiliation.
Don't threaten her with a good time, Tommy.
Wow. Mosley.
Mr. Shelby, I was going to have this delivered to you, but I decided to bring it in person. It's an invitation to mine and Diana's wedding. Come, Diana. Just think, very soon crumbling old institutions like this one will be swept away, become a thing of ancient memory. Fly safe.
Gosh, his delivery.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's interesting. Finnick here is okay. Oh, look at, is he starting to get, yep. He just can't wait to be done with this shit.
McQuellen Island?
I think there's a T in their answer.
McTwellen?
Well, you know how he is with his T's and that.
Just gotta throw him in there.
I'm surprised he's not calling you Quint.
Some say.
Or Quins. You know that Quins guy.
That's if I'm confusing him with the guy from Jaws.
Be careful with this, baby. See any potholes?
Avoid them.
Drive around them.
I'm ready. Let's go. Let's get this done.
Ooh. Fun in a duffel bag.
Mr. Shelby called to say to expect you.
Yeah, we've come to do a bit of gardening.
We're hearing so many rumours about what's happening to the house.
For me, says you're second best quality after your baking, because you don't ask questions.
get everybody away from the house until Monday. Okay, let's find these bottles of wine worth more than a man's life.
It's so good to see Isaiah get a little shine.
Love it. And he's always got that like arrogant smile rolling, which is perfect.
Oh, those windshield wipers look pretty useless. He's kind of dangling there.
Well, they get the job done.
Imagine having one of those brand. Oh man, one of those mint right now. How much that'd be worth?
This guy.
This does not feel good at all for Michael right here.
There was a storm last night. Last of a hurricane. Loads all came in. He's not coming by boats, he's coming by plane. Then your friend is dead. Wayne was like, maybe God's done your job for you, Mickey.
My name is not Mickey, there is no God, and Tommy will be here.
I was wondering how long he was going to take that guff from those henchmen.
Oh, jeez.
He's having a nice flight.
Just like us.
Well,
he's ready for anything and everything.
Oh, Polly again.
And I was into this goodbye, Robert.
Tuberculosis. I am afraid it is inoperable.
How long?
Perhaps 18 months.
I will change.
Perhaps.
It's good that you are come.
Kill. And kill.
Oh boy, they got the armory ready to go.
What's going on? What the f*** is this? I thought it was meant to be a f***ing party, lads. It is now, you're here. Where's the booze?
In the kitchen. All the booze is in the kitchen.
All right.
What's the Duke up to?
Come
on!
I like it. I like it.
You gave it to us real quick last episode. Come on. Why you gotta let that one breathe?
God tells us that blood is given to him from us.
Well, I should turn the lights on, eh? There's no longer any power in the house of Thomas Shelby. Why not?
Ooh.
What do you mean?
Do you think Finn was in on it too?
Finn has no idea.
Gotta wait until all the bodies are buried before you start digging them back up.
What does that mean? I'm Shelby.
So am I.
Holy shit, are we taking out Finn too?
That's why.
Nope.
Finn has no.
Finn is not. Finn is kayfabed right now.
It's gotta be it, but the way they're delivering it, they're definitely putting the doubt in there.
Is it?
This jumping around is driving me nuts.
Love it.
Building up that anticipation.
Oh, Finn, son, you picked the wrong friends.
He runs. I love how the just shot of him running out to get it, but then as soon as he gets it,
Well, yeah, he said watch out for potholes.
Well, I'd hope it just
Step back and give me a bit of light there, boys.
No, gosh,
boy.
we got multiple things going on right now.
So many things.
Oh, nice.
I was wondering how we were going to tie this one up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's ready.
Charges set to blue in 30 minutes. That's in exactly 16:20. Everyone got that?
I'll do it.
I'm just not going to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna.
16:20.
I'll come with you.
Oh, doesn't think he's going to
Make sure
do
the
it.
job's getting done.
They keep elbowing.
Is he?
Yeah, we don't want to.
This dipshit was.
My mother was a gypsy. She saw the future. She always said it won't be a bullet that'll kill Tommy Shelby.
Well, she's got good intuition.
Over by the bridge. Big fish. Poisson. Grande. Go on.
No.
There we.
Arthur says if you don't do it, then you can walk away from this family for good.
What the f*** do you know about family? You're not family. You're the son of a
Ooh, nobody talks about his mom.
Now you have the gun. Finn, you have the gun. Use it on the...
Oh! Finn, you don't know, man. Yep.
Empty.
Oh, he pulled the
He
trigger.
was gonna use it.
Holy shit, he pulled the trigger.
Charlie Strong told me. You give Finn the gun. Make sure the first 2 chambers are empty. Good old Uncle Charlie.
Oh! Got it! Holy shit!
Whoa! The Duke coming through.
I can't believe Finn pulled the trigger, though.
Yeah.
By order of the Peaky Blinders.
Oh!
I'll come for you.
Holy shit!
Wow. Wow. Duke seemed to enjoy that.
I can't believe Finn did that. It's just all kind of hitting me.
Well,
now. Like,
and I can't believe Finn put his friendship with Billy above everything else and just couldn't see what he was doing. Oh, I need a drink after that.
but hey, in fairness, Tommy probably knew he was in deep with Billy and probably wouldn't believe it anyway. That's what he was waiting for.
Yep, the call, it's done. If he's got a machine gun, it doesn't matter.
Oh, I need a drink.
Oh, you've been threatening Tommy this whole time. Guess what? Time's up.
She knows that it's written all over her face.
Well, remember, Tommy and Arthur were pretty blunt.
Order your man to drop it. Order him. That's it. I'm telling you. You all right, Charlie?
All good here, Arthur.
Let's move. Take you out to the streets. I don't want to spoil my pub.
Doesn't work out all the time, does it, IRA?
You'd shoot us like dogs?
No, I don't shoot dogs. I shoot fascists. Move.
Whoa. Fine. Oh! They had backup.
Yeah, I remember.
Yep.
That was pretty ballsy to still bring him out like into the streets. I was kind of questioning that.
Yeah.
Well, Arthur
get
took
hit?
one. Yeah,
He
he
took
got.
it in the shoulder.
Oh, I love the way they're shooting this.
Look at that.
Kind of reminds me of Ronin, scene underneath the bridge.
Oh! Way to go, Charlie!
What a camera shot. Oh, this fog just makes it intense.
Yeah, you don't know who's who.
And then
And that light,
Sparks,
is
you get
like-
a little
everyone
flashes
once in a while, the
of light.
sparks. God.
She's like the most definite
Yes.
one that you can tell apart.
Yeah. Wrong night to be wearing a dress.
Oh, Lord! Time for the chosen one to reveal himself!
Hey, there's Jeremiah! Holy shit!
Oh!
God.
Took out the sniper. They weren't ready for that.
Oh,
The Peaky Blinders will get you.
If you get lost in the fog.
Well, he's going to be out real quick.
yeah. Oh, look at that!
Holy shit. What a shot.
That wasn't Arthur.
Oh. I mean, if I'm an actor and I've got to go out, that's a hell of a way to go out.
Yeah, he just grazed him on the arm, not the shoulder.
Oh, it's Jeremiah. Jesus, I'm an idiot. Oh.
They wander alive, maybe?
Her name was Elizabeth Gray.
Yep.
God damn right
Here
it
we
was.
go.
My Aunt Polly.
Vengeance is for the Lord.
Oh, yes!
All right.
Elizabeth Gray!
Not in small earth, it ain't.
Oh.
It's for the Peaky Blinders.
Yeah. There.
Leave us, Uncle Charlie. We're still in France.
Oh. Yeah, especially after that.
Gosh, that scene of Jeremiah coming through the smoke with the gas
That was
mask
such a
machine
badass,
gun.
badass moment.
Oh, no. God, now we got to...
No.
Now it's time for some Tommy.
Stupid mustache isn't going to help you any.
Might as well be a red mustache for his red shirt.
Make it look like you're sitting down.
Yeah.
And you're patient.
You like sitting down.
Michael,
you like drinking. You like smoking.
Michael, you're a terrible liar.
How was the flight?
Say it's the future. I'm not so sure.
Say it's the future.
Tommy?
Guys,
hey, you gave him a job.
We want you to take us to where the opium's
that
being
was a
stored.
signal.
It might have been.
They have
Then
something.
we will provide you with a banker's draft for the full amount.
$5 million. $5 million.
Let's go.
Tommy, you'll drive this car by yourself. Hit all the potholes you want.
You think
Here it
those
is.
guys would try to take out Michael and Tommy, get rid of both of them?
Well, they need Michael to run.
Oh, wait.
Cigarettes?
Maybe.
Do they?
The noose was painted on or dusted in the.
And Michael leave a clue for Tommy there?
Yeah, somebody did.
So it was somebody.
It got switched to the other car, didn't it?
So you turn around and do one of the classic
around and-
80s movies.
Michael went back inside. Yep.
Yeah. He's taking out the other car. This is going to be epic, boys.
When would Michael have switched it, though?
I don't think
he did.
I think he signaled to the people at the pier with the fish.
Yeah, that wasn't Tommy.
Oh, yeah, it looks like the explosion happened more on that
explosion
side.
would have still rocked Tommy's car pretty good, given the proximity.
One of those cars back in the day, those were tanks.
This is true.
Barely put a scuff mark in the one time.
You have to buff something out of the paint.
Mom.
Oh. No, he thinks he did it.
Done.
He thinks he took him out.
Wait.
But somebody warned
me.
My God, forgive me.
Somebody else warned
Tommy.
They had somebody move the bomb. And now Michael's realizing it's the wrong car.
Michael's walking right. Holy shit, we're going to lose Michael.
That.
It was Mike. Yeah. Michael didn't have anything to do with it. Tommy had his other people.
Yep.
Johnny!
That's right.
Yeah, he was there early.
That's right.
Yep, he was there early.
Watching the whole time.
Tom. Tell me I've done a good thing here, Tom.
You absolutely did.
Well.
Goodbye, Michael.
Goodbye, Johnny. You're a good man.
I'm going to go look at the fog. Tom.
But does Tommy do it? I was really wrong.
I don't.
I was way wrong.
Speak to me, Michael.
You killed her.
Well, they made their own choices, Michael.
No. No one close to you makes a choice without your opinion, Tom. Not Arthur. Not me. Not Ada. We can't escape you. Your lethal hand is always on our shoulders.
Well, it was after me. Still visits me in my dreams. She'll visit me no more.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
I have no limitations.
Goes back to what the IRA lady said.
Yep.
Because you consistently fail to know your limitations.
Yep. I have no limitations. He'll do anything.
Oh,
I smell the roasting
Irishman. All right. Of a roasting Irishman.
Smell of tobacco.
That's pointless.
We needed him in the finale, right?
Yeah.
The Irish being rendered smoke and fat.
Hello, Alfie. And it was a good wedding.
Yeah, it was actually. Thank you.
So many people, so many times, gone to so much trouble to kill me. And anyway.
We're all dying anyway.
On a bullet, on a bomb, on a knife.
I can't
Is it clap?
Oh, Jesus.
Not even that noble.
Not even that noble.
Tommy, if you are about to express profound emotion, you might be better served expressing it to someone who could.
Shall we go and witness the final act?
Yes. Yes. Let's do it.
Oh, man. And Michael.
I just didn't know it was going to be like that at that point.
We're going to get our eyes? No. Because in the first one when they did that, we got our eyes. Unbelievable, man.
What's our final act? What's in store for us?
Remember, he said he was blowing the place.
Yep.
He's taking it down.
It's time to face his final boss.
Are we ready, boys?
We going to get a walk-away explosion?
Yep.
So we are.
And in slow motion.
Oh, look at that.
That had to be practical.
Yeah.
Thank you all for coming. Well, at least I can say that I am one of those rare politicians who actually makes good in his promises. Country estate, requisition to make way for houses for working people. I proved my own home. With good intentions, £1,500 of dynamite. Now I'm back where we began, with horses and caravans, vagabonds and thieves. Francis, sit down, please.
Still have Francis.
Still have Francis.
I'd like to raise a toast. A simple toast to family.
Family.
Sometimes it is shelter from the storm. Sometimes it is the storm itself.
Where's Arthur?
He went for a walk down the river. Said he's not good at farewell, so he decided to go catch a trout instead. He told me to tell you that
Finn is still there. Catch that.
where you're going, Tommy, there will I be. Very soon.
It's starting to rain.
Love, Arthur.
Very soon? Oh, Jesus. That
didn't sound good.
Oh, there's Finn right
How does
there.
Arthur know where you're going, Tommy?
That's not Finn.
No.
You watch him, Linda.
that looked
That's
like Finn for a
Carl, I
second.
think.
Sorry.
You love him.
Yeah, I thought that was Finn for a second.
Exactly how long are you going away for, Tommy?
Curly knows. Let's get the flowers there. God, it's like he's having his own funeral. The piano with the flowers and everything.
Boy, the way his son's looking at him.
The horse.
I know, Charlie, I mean, I feel bad for him because the situation that he's in, but of course the times, the life, you know, it's layered.
Tommy, you tell me right now, where are you going? Tommy, you come to me with everything. You always come to me.
Not this time. Not this one, sister.
What's that mean? Where are you going?
Not this one.
Oh.
1 month later.
You're not dead. You're not even sick.
But I am, my darling. Sick like you was.
No, not true. I know it. You forgot to live, Daddy. You let the fire go out. Light the fire again and get warm. And you will see that you must live.
Holy cow.
What?
You're not even sick, Daddy.
That's the doctor! That's the doctor! Holy cow. It was all a work.
Holy shit.
And his visions told him, wow.
Good thing he's wearing red.
Oh my God.
Holy shit.
The grand master plan was for him
to think he was sick.
To take
Just a
himself
wagon,
out.
huh?
Gypsies. Have you thrown the tinkers off the top field yet?
Well, I went up to the caravan, sir, but there was no one there.
Well, go back up there and set fire to the thing.
Yes, sir.
I cannot believe this twist.
Well, man.
Have you filled the car with petrol?
Oh, it's filled with something.
Yeah.
You made me believe death was coming. Let my nature do the rest.
You may not have tuberculosis, Mr. Shelby, but you are sick. You are sick with guilt. Sick of death at your own hand.
Oh, now he's trying to swerve you again from not doing it.
You are no longer the kind of man who would kill another man in cold blood.
I disagree.
Keep trying to get that out of him. Yeah.
Just pull it.
You are a different man. God no longer belongs in your hand.
Oh, but I am back.
Oh, look at that smile.
Under the ground. Close your eyes.
You. Dude, close your eyes. Just do it.
Close your eyes.
No.
Armistice. Peace at last. Peace at last.
He's going to use them for information. Peace at last. It seems like almost exactly how it was for John's.
How about that symbolism? All the old stuff that Tommy was going to bring with him.
Holy
wow!
Everything he just did was under the false. What a swerve!
It's one of the greatest twists in television history.
That's how we end it.
That's the finish. What a finish. Bravo. Oh. Unbelievable.
Well, now we know what the movie's going to be about. Well, potentially. Holy
buddy that told me how much he loved the show. He's like, don't worry, it all gets tied up nicely at the end. What was that? You son of a... Oh, my God. Amazing, though. I loved it. Because I was expecting a full-on, Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Ending where you knew he was done, but...
Well, we were led to believe that.
I mean...
Holy
there's the doctor.
Shit.
Yep.
Well, and then the second opinion, it was a maid of honor.
And I was thinking when, I don't know if it was early in this episode or the last one, when they showed the doctor, all I'm going to say is he had a very recognizable face. And I found it very curious, the casting. They used a guy who, to me at least, looked very unique from the rest of the cast. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting that doctor has such a look the way he does, where he looks different than everybody else. I'm just saying, they picked an actor who
they
looks
just made
different.
sure they kept showing previously on
He had them
doctor.
He had them big old bug eyes, unlike anybody else. They wanted us to remember that face.
The most fabricated piece of Mason Quinn intuition I've ever heard of.
So they can see you saying it.
No, I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is they wanted us to remember the doctor because casting isn't done for no reason. That's all I'm saying.
That could have been. Subjective, I guess, but that's not what I was thinking when I saw the doctor. That's for sure.
Irregardless.
As the answer would say, look, we're in the moment here, obviously, so I'm just going to say one of the greatest twists in television history with the reveal that Tommy isn't actually sick and the way that he found out. That was incredible. The way it happened and the way it came back with his... with his family and hearing through Ruby and talking about, having the gift. Oh, it was just incredible. I mean, that alone, the fact how that happened, let's not gloss over.
Do we really need boards?
I'm still
in the beginning, I pretty much gave my score right off the rip.
It needs the boards. It deserves
the
boards.
Well, sometimes I think the fact that we don't pull out the boards speaks louder than when we do.
No, that 5. I mean, is it any fucking question at this point? 5. I don't care.
5.
I'm just in
five times.
I'm just in shock that we had folks in the comments who didn't like this season. Now, look, I know.
Hey, it's subjective.
I mean, it's subjective.
They were swerving us, I think.
Maybe that's what it was.
They were swerving us. Well, guys, this isn't really a good one.
I mean, I know there were some issues. I knew there were some issues with the historical accuracy of things and that sort of thing. But wow, what a friggin' ride! What a story! What just
look for the folks that didn't like it. I hope you at least finished it, and you could still not like it, but I hope you at least finished it, because to me, sure, I'm in the moment. Sure, I'm biased because I've actually enjoyed every season so far. This was seriously one of the best reveals, because as some know, I was really wrong on Michael here, right? Totally, really wrong, because I thought family would prevail, like Polly did earlier in the season, right? With Luca, family prevailed. Well, Michael's not Polly. I should have known that, but still, I thought maybe because of the visions, and then he was going to kind of, Aunt Paul was going to kind of, come down and say, hey, family, just remember that, or whatever. Way wrong on that, but this, I did not even think of, what if the doctor's in on it? What if the doctor was doing a setup to Tommy?
It's a good thing one of us was suspicious.
No, I want to clarify. No, don't you put words in my mouth. That's BS. What I said, if you care to listen and pay attention to what I said,
he's getting hot.
I found the casting.
Can you kill that tower quick while Quinn's going?
I found the casting of the doctor curious, because the way, at least to me, that gentleman stood out from everybody else, and it just seemed like that was somebody who wanted to remember.
Did you mention that you found his casting curious?
Well, no, because when I really thought about it in the second to last episode, or whatever it was, when they showed us the doctor, whenever they showed it to us, I was thinking to myself, like, man, that's some curious casting. He's got those bug eyes. He's got that, that kind of look that I found in the way he delivered and the way he spoke. It seemed very curious to me. Because I was like, this guy seems like a way more talented actor than just to have him as the doctor. Now, granted, everybody in the series is talented, but something about him stood out to me that they wanted us to remember him. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, you know how many times we've all been wrong with any of our guesses or Hail Marys? You should have still just threw it out there.
Wow.
You never. If
there was so much going
honestly
on.
were thinking that, so much going on.
I can't wait to see your comments.
Because I said they kept showing him on the previously on the last.
No, because it made no sense. They're showing him in the preview of what happened, and I'm like, well,
the preview was to remind us of that he has a condition. Well,
that's why I thought he was such a unique looking character.
Well, maybe there was intent, because obviously they know what the script is when they're doing this, but they know that the viewer doesn't know, so they're redoing it for the viewer to, hey, previously, just like how many times have we seen on episodes before where we haven't seen a storyline in 10 episodes, and then finally, boom, insert main actor, insert this story, just to kind of remind you, like, hey, this is still here.
Well, and again,
that was more so than.
Again, I disagree with you, Diamond Dave. The way I took it was I found the casting curious. That's all. I'm not saying I knew. Of course, I didn't know.
We're just saying we found it curious that you didn't mention it until after the reveal.
Because the reveal is what triggered me. If nothing would have happened, I would have been like, okay, well, that was interesting, a unique looking guy, and nothing comes of it. But then they have the big reveal, and like I said, I didn't know what was going to happen.
Because like in the beginning,
I just found his look unique.
Because like in the beginning of this episode, I said something along the lines of, and I don't remember exactly what I said, but I said something questioning as to whether we were actually going to lose him.
Yeah.
Which you replied.
He's on borrowed time.
You replied to which we were going to lose.
Yeah, I was sucked right in.
So that was my intuition.
Yeah. Well, I thought you also said, hey, something is going to happen this episode. So
I did say something was going to happen.
Look at that.
Yep. Something's coming
over here.
Something's coming.
Yep. No, I can get why people are saying about season 6, it did start off like just a little slow, but they allowed everything to breathe like the first 3 episodes. And then we saw episode 4, 5, 6 really like they came in, gave you something, boom, gave you
especially
like
5.
Oh yeah, especially 5. They like as soon as the scene, it was in and out and gave you no fat, just all meat and potatoes that you needed for every episode. So it was great. Yeah, I mean,
I just want to say this 5, season 6 to me gets 5, but the whole series is
Oh,
Five.
yeah, it's a
Absolutely.
fucking
Oh, that
five.
goes without
I just want to
double up
clarify
on
because I know
this.
we were all excited with the clapper and everything. You know?
I will say this.
I gave it 6 claps for all 5 seasons.
I will say this about season 6 in people's less than 5 reviews. Being that we are Americans, I think we're less invested in history of the UK, history of the Peaky Blinders, and I could understand if, and kind of how I'm trying to relate to those scores, as if we took something that was very American and kind of near to dear to our heart, or something that was very important to the lore here in the country, and then they just kind of swerved it in a serious matter. We might be like, okay, that's not
similar to like an Inglourious Bastards.
That's not how it is. Yeah, Inglourious Bastards and some of the other Tarantino stuff, they do it in good fun as part of the storytelling. But if you were to take something, very serious, okay, the same time frame, when they did Public Enemies with Johnny Depp, and
haven't seen it.
And let's say they had changed the history of what happened.
We'd be like,
let's say they Public Enemies, similar time frame. Let's say they had changed the history of what happened, but tried to present it as not factual, but as serious. We'd be like, that's not what happened. And I think it would resonate different with American audiences. And again, I'm not speaking for anybody, but I'm saying that this season was, for me, so brilliantly written and acted that that's the only thing that I can think is that they took so much liberty with historical accuracies that people who are from there maybe were bothered a little bit by it, because I can absolutely not. I do think that's completely fair, because if you were to take a big piece of American history and not present it in a Tarantino fashion where it's just blatantly, hey, we're going to change the story in the interest of entertainment, and you were to just change it, like, oh, hey, it's a Civil War movie, but guess what? Lincoln doesn't get assassinated. We'd be like, okay.
Well, and then you're talking about that. A buddy of mine that has seen the series all the way through, he said, season 4 is his favorite, but it's like, it's not like 5 and 6 are bad or anything. He's like, they're still really, really good. He just, 4 was his favorite.
And I think everybody's
everyone's going to have a favorite season.
Yeah, I think everybody's going to have their favorite seasons or favorite episodes.
At least one person I knew wasn't saying anything.
Right. It's, I totally get that. But for me, it was such brilliant writing, such brilliant performances, cinematography. I mean, this series really had everything. And when we talk a lot about on this channel about the writing and of course the acting. But when you look, and Diamond Dave, is I think a little bit more complimentary of the production side of things and the cinematography side of things than maybe the three of us are sometimes. But in this particular series, it was like every single component: set design, wardrobe, cinematography.
Music.
Mason Quinn, you brought up the last episode how they were changing the shots a little bit, maybe to make you feel a little bit more emotional, a little bit more raw. The performances speak for themselves. That's what we've talked about, throughout this entire series, about how brilliant the performances are. But I think there's nothing, at least that I can think of, other than historical inaccuracies, that you could even begin to criticize with this story. I just can't think of anything. And from season to season, they brought in new characters that were brilliantly. Of course, we had Adrian Brody, who just won. Talk about a great actor. Recently won an award for won an Oscar for Best Actor. So
Tom Hardy in there.
For me, Tom Hardy. For me, this series was, I'm not going to say the best, but I will put it up there with the finest television series ever made. It's right at the top of that list.
Yeah, I honestly thought they were going to take out Finn. Like, the way they were setting that up, I thought it was coming. I'm like, they're gonna take him out.
To your point on that, the way that it kept building, I'm like, until he said, if you don't do it, then Arthur says you're out of the family.
Yeah, out of the family.
Until that line came, it was starting to build like, oh man, they're really gonna sucker in Finn potentially here.
And then when he pulled the trigger,
I know, dude.
Clicks. Yeah.
Oh, and and that's the whole time with Charlie saying, "Can you keep a secret?" That whole thing was just genius. The way they did that. So now with the movie, I'm really intrigued. because you know they're going to bring in Finn, especially with that last line they gave him.
Coming for you.
Coming for you. So now we're going to get Duke, Finn. We still got Tommy now, hell-bent on a mission, which it seems he has a clean bill of health. So,
he's sick in the head.
Well,
there's
obviously a lot of questionable things.
Opinion.
That was his last plea.
There's clearly a lot of questionable morale decisions that were made by Tommy in this series. But
well, then what were the seizures from? Then I wonder.
If it had just been from everything that he's done.
Seizures could have been from the stress. I mean, we just saw his. We saw his daughter pass. I mean, the seizures could have been from
I think some folks mentioned maybe the PTSD. I can't remember. I'd have to go back, and that might be even really wrong. That might be really wrong.
Well, that's what he had flashbacks of when it happened. Was of when he was in the tunnels.
Yeah, that's a really good point. When he was,
I wonder if there's like some gas or something.
Because look at the end scene with Arthur and them. He's like, Charlie, get going. We're still in France out here. Yep. And they all had to sit down and collect them.
Well, what do you think? So now that we can start maybe potentially predicting some stuff in the movie or theorizing. How does Finn... I really want to see him between Finn, Arthur, and Tommy in the movie. I don't need any deaths, but I just want to see a brother scene between those three with some explanations. And if it comes to Finn, hey, thank you, but you're not a Shelby anymore.
You're really doing this to me?
Consider this like a favor.
Well, I think there may be some questions because of how tight Finn and Billy were during the time frame that everything happened.
But was that dirty of them not to tell Finn too?
Right, but I'm wondering if there was some questions as to whether Finn really knew. And I think okay, so that's fair. But given everything that happened to the family, the second Finn found out, wouldn't you, if the second I provide you with that information that Billy, this is him, Finn should have turned on Billy right away.
Should have
been like, you did this to my family. We trusted you.
Instead, he was yelling at Duke.
Finn didn't. And I think that was the test for Finn. And that was very curious to me because, again, if Finn was just finding out like Billy did this all along, there would have been a level of betrayal, regardless of how tight those two grew together.
And I guess if I did have a complaint then about that, it's that they didn't show Finn and Billy hanging out enough for us to see that they had some kind of friendship or bond.
They showed that Billy was always fearful of Arthur and always confided in Finn.
Yeah, but like,
and remember, Finn almost got taken out by a lady because he didn't carefully, have him frisked and all this other stuff. So he's been making mistakes, and I think Tommy and Arthur were just... They're done with it.
Because it was curious because Isaiah and Finn used to be really tight. And we didn't see any of that.
No, it was Isaiah and Michael.
Isaiah and Michael.
So, but in fairness, though, most scenes in this back half of Peaky, it was Billy and Finn. Now, granted, they didn't show, Steven didn't write it to where they were, oh, hey, buddy, let's go out for drinks. But every scene they were in, every scene that they were in, they were together mostly. There was rare scenes where Billy wasn't around Finn. Rare scenes.
Because, not being seen as they're, hypothetically, they're in that office every day for, 8 hours, let's just say, 8 hours together, nonstop.
Yeah, and then them walking through the door should have been the obvious sign of... they're buds. They're buds.
Like if I walk into one of your guys' house and you're all there waiting for me and it's dark and you're like, hey, why don't we we're gonna go back down here in the basement and follow us.
Is in the kitchen.
Just like,
well, and the other thing here is too, okay, it's 100% fair for Finn to say, fuck Duke, I don't know him.
Right, they just met
Isaiah was right there, laying in the wood.
There, of course.
And bravo to Isaiah this season, too.
Good to see him get some shine.
But he was there punching the shit out of him.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't Finn just take one moment? Was he going to then point at Isaiah?
I thought he did go click click. I mean, you can watch it.
I thought they were.
Yeah, because he has it.
Well, he's pointing.
Yeah,
at,
he went for Finn and Isaiah.
Well, he pointed at Finn.
He had it. Yeah, pointed at Isaiah.
Isaiah. Yeah, Finn had it pointed at Isaiah, but then he goes to double.
Yeah, it was only a click on Duke.
Okay.
Only a click on Duke. He was going to do
we had to clarify.
Yep.
But to your question, Diamond Dave. I think that in the movie, I think Finn is going to have to prove himself useful in some way. Kind of similar to what Michael did briefly in previous seasons. I think he'll have to prove his worth to maybe get back into the family or not. But if he did get back in, it'll be something with Mosley involved. Hey, do this for me. Because that's what Tommy does. He lines people up. He winds up his little soldiers, sends them out to do his bidding, and there's always something for them at the end.
Well, and now that it's been a month, I'm just, what sort of shape is Arthur in?
Oh, good Lord, yeah. The way
Because remember, he went
note,
down to the river.
Yeah.
And we didn't even see them say goodbye, and like, it's been a month.
That note was basically,
I'll see you soon.
I'll see you soon.
Doing the same thing you are.
That could allude to a couple things of opting out, right? So I'm really hoping Linda has worked some helpful magic on Arthur to where that wasn't even a consideration anymore, being a month after that situation.
Because I believe he's going to be in the movie. I'm figuring Arthur is going to be there. I'm just wondering what sort of shape is he going to be in?
Yeah,
what we know is we heard through some of you folks that his recent, over the last couple of years, personal life. I think he's okay now. I'll have to look. Either way, some folks mentioned that his life kind of fell back into some rough times there a little bit. So,
well, and the other thing too, Michael ate it. Michael got taken out. That whole setup was brilliant. That whole scene on the island. And what I love about this show is they'll tell you what's going to happen. Like Charlie, I sent him to the island early.
Yeah,
well, that's curious.
yeah.
Why would he send him to the island early? Well, why
Johnny
would he be
Dogs.
Johnny Dogs? Yeah. Why would he be meeting him early?
And you see a noose on the door.
Yeah, it's like they told us.
Quick wipes it off.
They told us everything they were going to do, and that's just the brilliance of it. And like I said, I wasn't sure if Michael was going to get taken out, but I had a feeling he was going to try to take out Tommy. Like he was on a one-way street, and that was his goal.
And then he leaves his piece in the bar as well.
Yep. See, it swerved me for a little bit.
Yep, the news.
It swerved me for a little bit because I thought maybe Michael would have been the one who had
put it on there.
Who put it on there.
But they showed it that he was never on the passenger side. Well, when they took the bomb inside.
For what they showed,
They brought it on side. He was on the driver's side the whole time that they put it in the trunk. So.
Can we talk for a second about Arthur's scene and those shots in the dark with
that was so well shot,
and then with Jeremiah coming through with the gas mask and the machine gun, the Tommy gun,
the sound, the visuals, it was
some
amazing.
Revenge for Aunt Paul.
Yep.
So again, the actors are the ones who always get the praise, but I want to shout out to everyone that does not get their face on the camera because this whole series, y'all crushed it. So shout out to the production crew, all of you guys, the writers, Stephen Knight, all of you who don't get any shine on the camera. Bravo, because man, you guys really shot the shit out of this one. This one was good.
Yeah, you just
especially
feel
for that.
You just feel transported into this world. I mean, like I said, I wasn't joking when I said, Cillian Murphy's voice, the sound of the cigarettes, everything they do. It's like you're transported into this world, and all of that sound design and what makes you feel like you're there. That's all very much to the level of importance of the story and the acting and everything else, because that's what, gosh, it just makes you believe that everything you're seeing is
and during that
real.
scene, I don't know how much we really talked that much because we were all like
just really
we didn't know if we were going to lose somebody. Were we going to lose Arthur? Were we going to lose Johnny? Were we going to lose Isaiah?
I think the most was when the woman and her two kids came up and like. Yeah, it was like, oh my god, because we're thinking there's like you never know what's going to happen either, and then I mean there was a little levity with the whole get out before the Peaky Blinders get you,
I've been waiting the entire series to ask the question of why he takes a cigarette and rubs it on his lips a little bit. Do you guys know why?
Some folks were saying it was something.
Is that like a habit?
It was a Cillian tick.
It
sounded like it was once it was dry one time.
Yeah.
So now because of that incident, he always did that, and they said keep it in because he decided to keep it in.
It was just like a tick he had.
Yeah, something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but
a couple people I thought I saw in the comments too is because they used to not have a filter, so they'd wet it just like how you kind of wet this.
Go back to
end of a
the
cigar.
facts ones for 1 second, Dave. I just want to.
The 3,000 cigarettes
met both Statham and Cillian Murphy.
Supposedly.
So there was the potential that Jason Statham was going to be Cillian Murphy at some point.
Cool.
Wow,
that would have been something else,
dude. That would have been awesome.
I mean, That would have been a totally different take.
Tommy
but
Shelby
yeah.
would have been doing a lot more kicks and punches.
Murphy been a little different, yeah.
But it went
yeah.
from Murphy after he see it to remember I'm an actor. Oh, but man, God, just what more can you really say about this series? Just everything that was done, it was done purposely. There was no shot left like not used.
That
or
didn't
not
mean something.
Used for some purpose.
Yeah.
I mean, and just the roller coaster ride of emotions that, Thomas Shelby went on just himself. I mean, we were hoping that it's a shot to the shoulder with Grace.
I gotta give myself.
You gotta make it official.
Gotta make it
official.
Official.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, I can count on one hand the number of shows that we've done that have had.
Hold
this
on, real quick.
level
Back
of
to
effect.
the whole cigarette thing. It just he basically said it would always stick to his lips because they weren't filtered.
Yeah.
So it always stick to his lips, and then he just kept doing that, and that was part of Tommy Shelby. So it was part of the dry or just not being filtered.
Well, then thank you to someone in the comments that let us know that.
Yep, and
that's pretty cool.
And just because of that, 5 out of 5 answers for me. And not only does this 5 count for this season, but the entire series is a 5 for me. I think I gave every single one a 5 regardless. I can't imagine.
I think I gave like 5, like a season 5, like a 4.8, just because I was like, all right, I'm ready for how season 6 to go.
Total
and it was
perfection.
freaking amazing.
Total perfection.
Here we go with the walk. I know you mentioned that one time,
Hold on.
Dave.
Yep.
He exaggerated his walk. It became a habit. So he walks like that for a while.
With his arms and his chest wide open. I did earlier on in this season. I'm like,
flared out.
He's walking
His
like
wife
he's
said,
all
"Stop
flared out like a
walking."
bodybuilder.
Man, these.
And two with Elizabeth Gray, Helen. I mean, she was a very pivotal piece in my eyes to the whole series. I am just curious now, and I might try to look it up, what the cast thought not having her around for season 6, because to me, she was a very pivotal character, and she helped steer Tommy in some dire situations. Granted, they butted heads quite a bit, but he even said, here, she's half of me. So I'm curious to see how the actors and the crew felt not having her on set during this, so that's something I'm going to look up too. So again, shout out to you, Helen. Thank you for everything. Cheers to you one more time.
And even when she wasn't there, they still were mentioning her that Tommy was like, she still speaks to me in my dreams and everything. So they made sure they did not forget her.
Yeah, and I do appreciate they kept that going.
Yeah, when Tommy was coming out of the wagon and he saw Ruby, did you guys? Well, I mean, it's tough because I know we're getting the movie, but I thought for a moment, I'm like, holy cow, he is dead.
That's why I'm glad he said that too.
He's seen Ruby in the afterlife here.
He's like, I'm already gone.
They went to it right away, so that was good. And like I said, knowing that there's a movie, I'm like, okay, Mason Quinn, of course, he's not going to be gone because they have to do the movie. But I was like, well. It was such a great way to do it. I almost wish I didn't know that there was a movie because that spoiled it. Because you would have thought, "Holy shit, he did it." They just didn't show it.
Someone would have noticed.
And now he's with his daughter.
But now we're saying that in the moment. But in that moment when we're watching it, watch the tape. We're not thinking movie. We're just taking it all in.
But I will say, I think
because we didn't know if the movie was like a prequel or anything at this point.
Yeah,
that's true.
I will say
We just
with
know
the
Cillian was in it.
time frame, with the time frame that the doctor gave him, I will say it was fair to believe that still could have been a setup for a movie. Had they been like, you've got 2 months to live, it would have been like, and even then, like, because we don't know. Look, the movie could be. I think there's probably a lot of assumptions that the movie is going to tie in Mosley and Nelson and everything. You'd think that would tie that in, and even if that happened within the next few months after the show, as far as this time frame goes, they wouldn't have given him more than 6 months to live.
Yeah, you could pick it up.
So but it was. I think it definitely created some questions, or rather. You became more comfortable with the idea that he was going to do all this stuff because, he only had so much time to live.
Right.
But again, the announcement of the movie, I think probably it's almost something I would have preferred they not made that announcement
I would have.
before the
I'm
end of
the
this
same.
series.
Well,
I think
we don't know.
The end of the series was 2022.
Maybe they did.
Who knows if it was announced yet or not?
No, we'll ask
But
the
the
Google
one,
machine.
yeah, but one thing to take into consideration is like, look, unless every single person all the way around signs an NDA, what are the likelihoods that that doesn't?
Well,
get
I mean,
out?
they kept Negan's what he did in The Walking Dead secret for a long time. So,
so if you scroll up, Dave, it says
he confirmed it in 2021.
Peaky Blinders creator teases that the movie isn't the end. We will continue it. Well, even that's 1 day ago. Wait,
yeah,
what?
that's 1 day ago. Yeah,
One day ago, the creator says the movie isn't the end.
That's actually pretty cool. This is, I'll come back to that. The sixth and final season of Peaky Blinders ended in 2022, but their story isn't quite over. Blah blah blah. So the show, the last chapter of Peaky Blinders tale will take place in the film.
Sweet.
That was confirmed in 2021. So
So I thought somebody had mentioned in the comments that they announced the movie before the series ended. But now we're getting
look at that.
Now
New
we're
York
getting
Post
from 1 day ago.
Creator
1
teases
day ago that the movie isn't the end.
Well,
so does that
you know
mean,
what they
does
do?
that mean spin-off?
Well, you know what they
look
do.
at that. Piggy's going to get a theatrical release as it should.
Well, hold on. Before we click on anything, sometimes what they do is they do this, right? But of course, at the end of the day, it's numbers. So if they're not hitting certain numbers, there's no guarantee that there will be a follow-up.
Yeah, because
But
Stephen Knight.
that's great news.
Stephen Knight's got a lot of projects he's working on. I know there was some folks in the comments saying they wish that Stephen Knight wasn't doing so many different things because they wanted.
Well, I heard high praise of a show that has Stag in it, that he's in it, and it's supposed to be really good as well. So
I'll let you read, Dave. But for kind of going back to the Ruby, part of me was like, that the second that she came in, it was their very awesome, poetic, beautiful way of saying Tommy did do the job.
Yeah.
And now we're just going over here, and Ruby's going to be like telling him, "Yup, you're gone now."
Yeah,
and then he'll look back. We'll see like his feet kind of
something like that
out that door there or something like that. Something very symbolic light. But I'm glad that he had that moment. And that he was bringing up Polly. Did she? Right now, we're just going to get tons of this shit. We'll come back to it. Brought up Polly, being like, "Hey, did Polly send you? Did Polly send you?" And then Ruby just went in to start the fire again. And
you'll find the answers.
Just an epic reveal because I thought we were going to get like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, start the fire, and then boom, something. It's not Splinter, but somebody comes out of the fire, because of the gypsy stuff.
Great comparisons.
And that's where it's going to come. Something's going to come into Tommy, and then boom, that's what's going to send us right
I would
into
have
the
only
film.
thought he was gone as if you would have saw Grace. Because I think you would have saw both Ruby and Grace if you would have been gone.
I certainly
because remember she wasn't a gypsy, whereas Ruby is part gypsy because of Tommy, so that's why we're able to. See
I mean, I certainly didn't expect the answer to be in an old newspaper that he was using to start the fire.
I know.
It's genius.
That only happened to burn the part that wasn't critical for Tommy to see, which is
and it
just a great,
clearly though,
one of the best.
Clearly,
ever.
Right? That shows us that. That's been there the whole time, 1 month.
It was right in front of him.
And he never even took a second glance at it
never
until
looked at it.
Ruby.
Well, it even took Ruby saying restart the fire.
Yeah,
it wasn't just Ruby saying you're not sick. It was restart the fire when he was using the paper to start the fire. So it was kind of it was even layered within that context.
My dumb ass would have just all right.
Let's start the fire.
What's going on? I don't want to miss it again.
When they first showed the newspaper, again, the camera work was so fast when they first showed it, because they showed us the newspaper 2 or 3 times. The first time they showed it, it was so fast. We were able to catch Mosley, and that was pretty much it. At least, I didn't catch anybody else because of the way they did it so quickly.
Suspicious looking doctor.
But then the second time when you were able to see the doctor and everybody else, and again, a unique looking gentleman, it stood out at you. And wow, what an awesome reveal.
Yeah, and then I gotta wonder, everyone is going to get worked back into the film that's alive anyway. I mean that. They did a good job.
You say Michael's not going to be back?
Well, they did a good job too of showing, at least pulling everyone back in, even if it was for a couple moments, like Johnny, Jeremiah, little things like that to get them involved somehow, some way in this final episode. So I got to imagine Stephen Knight and the crew is going to do that again with all the actors. But if that is true, and the movie does even somewhat good, I got to imagine it's going to be enough to get one more. But if that's the case, do we lose Tommy in the next? Because I thought if we were going to have one more, that would be a perfect, and it's just one film. That would probably be the perfect way to write off Tommy if they decided to do a death.
Yeah, because he's not the kind of guy that can have a happy ending.
No. I mean, even
they tried to tease him kind of getting out of the life for, like you said, 3 days.
It seemed like a weekend.
And he couldn't do it. So he constantly has to find something else to push him and challenge him. So who knows?
I know we're missing some stuff here, but I mean, it's 6 seasons. It's just epic.
6 amazing seasons.
I mean,
36,
the emotional
36
episodes. 36 episodes. So folks,
what a ride.
I'm really curious to see.
This is one of the, I'm trying to think of all the series that we've watched on this channel. I mean, when we talk about epic series, of course, you guys did a little bit of Walking Dead, but it wasn't start to finish.
No, it wasn't.
Breaking Bad came before this channel, so I'm trying to think of the really epic TV series that we've done on this
Arcane,
channel.
Chernobyl.
Yeah, we had Shogun.
But Chernobyl was a one
like
season thing. Band of Brothers was a one season
I mean,
thing.
Cobra Kai, even though we've been watching it up until a certain point
But
here.
for us as a
Stranger
group to do
Things.
start to finish on the really epic from season 1, episode
and one that
1,
none of us have seen.
that none of us had seen. This was really special for us.
Yep,
absolutely. So much special. Oh my God.
Right there, that's right, because people have been sending us to that Barry's going to be in the film too.
Oh, nice.
So
I have
seen
that. I have seen that.
We cannot wait. Look, now we get to wait just like you guys had to back in the day. Look, this was 6 great seasons. So much fun. 36
Thank you to
episodes.
all.
So
Thank
many
you to
great
all.
actors, acting performances, cinematography, sound design, direction,
and
creation,
to
writing.
all of you, because again, without this channel,
thank
these
you.
two would still be bailing on it. Answer and I would probably never have given it a second look.
I think we should walk away from this table with our glasses empty, which is an easy task for myself and Answer. But Diamond Dave, you
Well, I
might
still
have
got to
to
edit. It's like midnight, so.
Well, you can pour some of mine if you want. Or switch.
I'll take a sip.
No, you got to be like Arthur. Hey,
There it
thank
is.
you
That
for
worked
joining
out
us
well.
on that epic journey. We appreciate y'all. Thank you all for watching with us. So for Appleton Oak, Diamond Dave, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, the Answer. Good night, pals. Cheers.